The AFC North, man. The AFC North. Time to talk about them. And first off, we're going to get the Cleveland Browns out the way because at this point, they're just looking for 2026. And for this duo right here, Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, they've been teaming for a long time now. And it's kind of like disappointing where like they actually have to go through another rebuild because their owner decided to actually do something they shouldn't have done. But for the most part, they've been pretty good as a duo for sure. Andrew Berry's been a really good GM, even though them training Baker Mayfield will haunt them for the rest of their 10 years if they so happen to get fired by then. But see how that goes. And then Kevin Stefanski, really great offensive minded head coach. I don't know how he's gonna survive this year. Like, I don't know if he will survive this year. We'll see. But the offense, it's still gonna be a work in progress considering who the QB is for them. Speaking of QBs, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about Shedeur Sanders for a minute and say that my opinion on Shedeur Sanders, especially when he come out the draft, because I didn't never get my opinions on it, was the fact that like I thought he was a first rounder in my opinion, a late first rounder to early second rounder. So the fact that he fell to the fifth round is kind of crazy to me because I always thought like he was that good. Even though you could make the case that, Travis Hearn probably like made him look better than what he did, but like I thought Shedeur Sanders was like a really like capable QB where like he probably can't start on year one, but like year two he'll be like ready, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the off the field thing with his family, he definitely got he definitely got hold out of like being a day two guy, but like we'll see how it goes, To me, he's pretty good. I'm not sure if he's gonna last there only because like it's the Browns, unfortunately. So we'll see. But hey, this is like the most like national coverage that the Browns gonna get anyways with Shedeur Sanders of the team. So we'll see if they get the number one pick and draft one of these QBs from next year. We'll see. But till then, though, we know the Browns are gonna be last in the division. So with the Bengals, I'm gonna just get the Trey Hendrickson thing out the way because I know this is like a big topic for him, and that Trey Hendrickson should have been paid a long time ago, and like the fact that they didn't pay him is kind of crazy to me. And also the fact that they chose T. Higgins over him is even crazier to me because they really could have gotten like another wide receiver too. Now, will you be as good as T. Higgins? We don't know, but like I know Trey Hendrickson is still like a top 8 pass rusher in the league, that's for sure. He's definitely up there. So like it was the only defensive player that was actually good last year too for them. So them not paying him was crazy, and he really deserved the money. But that's my opinions on that though. Now for the Bengals, actually what they need to do, they need to make sure the defense is even like close to average really. And Shamar Stewart's there to be like potential replacement slash like second best pass rusher for the team, and we'll see. I wasn't that high on Shamar Stewart really, but he has the intangibles, the athletic profile for to be a really good pass rusher. But like, we'll see with him, man. I mean, the defense as a whole really needs to get better anyway. So like, hopefully, like with them having a better defense, if they have like at least an average defense, they should make the playoffs. That's just me being real. They have an average defense, they should make the playoffs, the Bengals. But speaking of making the playoffs, man, let's talk about the head coach and Zach Taylor. Now, I really do think that Zach Taylor's like really on the hot seat right now because if they miss the playoffs this year, there's a really high chance that he gets fired because they miss the playoffs 2 years in a row is not good. Especially because like the last 2 years is because they started slow. Really, every year since he's been the head coach, the Bengals just started slow coming out the gate. Like, I don't know why they do this, but like they just do. And probably because of Joe Burrow being injured, but like also probably because like what he does, I don't know why, but they always start slow. They pick up in the end, but like it'd be already too little too late. And it cost them last year when they lost to the Patriots week 1. So like this year, like Zach Taylor better hope they leading them to the playoffs, because if you miss the playoffs this year, he's probably gone. And honestly, I never was that high of a Zach Taylor guy anyways, but like, dude, they need to do something this year. Oh look, I'm Mike Tomlin. I'm the guy that's gonna get our team to 9-8 or 10-7 and somehow make the playoffs with a 7 seed, and maybe even get blown on the wild card. Oh, like come on, man. We know what's gonna happen, bro. We know. But in all seriousness, though, like we all know, like Mike Tomlin, his pedigree as a head coach and stuff like that, and people can say he's overrated, but like people would kill to have a coach like him, to where like they're at least almost guaranteed a winning season for them. So if they at least be interesting, like through December, to which a guy like me who was the Jaguars fan, our team interest would be gone by like November. So we would kill to have that. But right now though, like this is probably it for him, maybe, because the fact that they got Aaron Rodgers and this Aaron Rodgers last year. I mean, Mike Tomlin might call it quits after this. You never know. I know they're going all in though, that's for sure. Also, before I talk about the big elephant in the room and with the QB, I gotta say I didn't really like the whole like them training for Jalen Ramsey. I think Ramsey's gonna play more in the slot this year. And I think that they're gonna lose a big part of their defense with Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, Minkah hasn't really done much the last 2 years, but like I still think he's a top 5 safety in the league. So like they're gonna miss his presence more than y'all think. So I'm just telling you right now, like I think Minkah Fitzpatrick still has that in him to be like a top 5 safety. I think he's only like 28, 29, something like that. So like I think he can still do that. So they're really gonna miss him for sure. Alright, so if y'all already know who I am, bro, y'all know I do not like Aaron Rodgers at all, and I be like wishing for his downfall, like on the field wise, like hope he plays bad and stuff like that, and just him fail and stuff like that. But like this is last year, so I get to hate even more as he actually like plays his last year with the Steelers with Mike Tomlin, who he has highest praise for. So like I say, like with me being hating on Aaron Rodgers, I always say that he's gonna be the guy that like helps Mike Tomlin get his first losing season. So if that comes true, that'll be great for me. But in all seriousness though, like their ceiling really is like make the division round and just be bounced out after that, because I don't see them in the Super Bowl at all, even though they're going all in, as they trade for DK Metcalf, who I'm not even that high on Metcalf either, to be honest. So I guess the offensive line should be improved with another year there with most of those young guys, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not that high on the Steelers this year, but you never know who you see. Especially since they're the original team with the Black Magic, so like you never know. This someone gonna win like 11 games or something like that, or have like an 8-9 season. It's gonna be one of the others. I don't think they're gonna be 9-8 or 10-7 this year. And then for the Ravens, really just we know they could be one of the best teams in the league for sure every year. Just really for them, they just gotta stop beating themselves, bro. They have to stop beating themselves in the playoffs, because we know they have the potential to be like the best team in the league. Like they can win a Super Bowl with this roster. Just they always beat themselves in the playoffs. I don't know why they do it every year. Like it makes me mad seeing that. And I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan, so I really want him to win a Super Bowl. But like, dude, this team just always beat themselves in the playoffs. Like it's always something that messes them up, where they just lose it, bro. I don't know why, they just do. So like this duo right here, like I don't want to watch for real. Especially you, John Harbaugh. Like you've been getting a lot of layaway nowadays since like you have Lamar Jackson, but like it might be a time for a change, man. If not now, then when? Like for real. But with that being said though, man, obviously I have the Ravens winning the division, because until Lamar Jackson's not in that division, I don't see why not. They shouldn't win it. Like they're the best team overall, like within like the AFC in my opinion. So they should win the division. Then last place is gonna be the Cleveland Browns, obviously. Then it's a toss up between the Steelers and the Bengals, and I have the Steelers missing the playoffs. They're gonna be third in the division. I think this will be the year where like Mike Tomlin has a negative record for the first time in his career, and I think the Bengals gonna finish second in the division, but they will also miss the playoffs. And Zach Taylor is fired, so that's just my predictions. And Let me know who y'all got like coming out of this division champs, who y'all got making the playoffs, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace out.